Wait, that health bar looks
There we go.
beefier than
Here
last
we
time.
go. Hello, hello, hello. We are back here. With today with that of Runarcana, your episode. Sorry, I don't know why I said that. Your story, episode 15. There we go. And with us being here, uh, would anybody care to give us a small little bit of a recap of what happened last time? Which I don't think it should be even too much.
Um,
I mean, I could probably whip something up.
uh,
I think Zutark should for that inspiration.
yeah, like, what you talk about? So go ahead, because quite literally, I think it's just like 3 events happen.
Yes, well, Zutark was not there with the party when they were going down the river. Uh, Thanks to the quick thinking of Melis, he was able to control the stream so that they wouldn't get sent further downriver into like any potential dangers. And they continued to follow the stream down until they met with till they arrived at I guess a forested area that was filled with these bushes of various berries and whatnot. Some of them were apprehensive to eat the berries, but Melis, being the ever courageous one that he is, picked a few, ate some before the party went on their way. That is when they got to a little pond area where they met a strange individual sitting in the center of the pond, asking them riddles about what they would desire. Seemingly that no one could give the answer that this individual was seeking. They proceeded onward on a dirt path where they met with Louis. Yeah.
Yeah, it was Louis. And pretty much from there, there really isn't much else to really get into there, as it was pretty much just coming down. Uh, they were pretty much asked out of a question of strength, whether the answer satisfied whatever was asking or not. Basically, came out to be like a kind of big spirit wind like dragon creature, uh, who did rain down technical uh air waves, air bullets, however you want to explain that. Basically a bunch of force coming through until we get to the point where we are now. And where we are now is where basically that of coming up together from that of the um coming up together from that of all the mist being put forth on towards everybody after some type of attack, proceeded to see that of basically the form, the shape, and even that of the familiar face to be that of Zutark, who apparently at the moment for some reason seems both bigger and even semi-transparent a little bit, almost as if somewhat seeable through, but not really. It's almost like a weird type of effect that's on them.
Mhm.
And with that being here, we get to put on some great music, hopefully, as well as here comes that of
I don't know.
Zutalk, the headhunter.
Yeah.
Zutalk, the headhunter. You also get that of guess what? Little boss splash screen.
Yes.
Also, I think the HP bar looks beefier purely because I'm pretty sure it's different than the last one, where it's now segmented.
Whatever that may mean, who knows? In either case, here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go off and tell you guys here a few things. one, partially because they're not here. I don't specifically want to control how they would do this. So Chuli will be pretty much having an idea of potentially trying to go and put down that of the swords. Maybe that would help almost like appease the spirit. So he's not going to be in this fight, and he's going to be doing that. However, you guys will still get the benefit that he had left you before, which was that of -4 damage taken for you lot and +1 AC, which will
Yeah, we still get.
probably
Yeah.
last for the duration of the fight.
I gotta roll initiative.
All right. New
Yeah.
initiative.
Yes. Put yourselves up on initiative, as well as Zutark. I am going to now reveal that of your boss mode at the current moment. It was meant to be revealed at this point in time, considering it's not meant to really be a secret, as well as you need to acknowledge that these things aren't specifically on your character sheet like active, but it is there, meaning you get +2 bonus AC, so your AC would be 2 more than what it probably is showing right now. You do have that of the temporary health already given. You'd have to add that of the damage. You'd have to add that of the speed. Become one size larger. But the most important thing to note here, you get that of basically an additional turn in 2. As an action, bonus action, reaction. So, is
Does that mean gain 10 feet of speed? What does become 10 feet of speed?
He gains an additional 10
he
feet of
gains an
speed.
additional
Okay.
10 feet. I just
He has 50 movement right now.
No,
Okay.
he is the 10 movement speed.
Right? I was like, what?
All right.
Like McQueen, I am speed.
Yeah.
I am the fast.
Yeah, with that, here we go. With that, combat is started. Snorri, you're up first.
Awesome.
To be fair, you don't even know this person, so
Wait, I know him. I have met him first, actually.
Oh, I
Yeah,
mean,
but
like,
not-
I mean, like, you met him, but you like don't know him, like the others have.
Yeah. So
You don't know what
she
this
is
big girl-
approaching things a little differently. I will be moving back a little. Can I please? Thank you very much. And I will take aim with my trusty bow. There we go.
May the trusty bow seek true. Hit its target, shall it become.
Does a 16 hit?
That is a miss.
Okay. As part of the same action. Actually, no, I'm gonna cast my bonus action right now. It will be a Hunter's Mark on Zutark.
Love hunters.
And then I'm gonna attack again with my bow.
That is also
And-
a miss.
Alright, fine. Have it your way.
Silly bird woman shoots Zutark with bow?
It becomes that of Zutark's turn after a few shots come from Snorri. Snorri probably probably try to shoot like maybe a good couple of vital areas you see for a second, but then realizing those aren't open areas, as like it kind of gets easily blocked without even like much like movement.
Yeah. Having the arrow shot at him, you'll see that his eyes begin to glow a deep crimson red as he's gonna rage.
Give him the hurrah special.
Yes. He angry. And while I'm raging, I'm then going to activate my necklace of Renekton. So I'll gain +1 to hit and attack and damage to melee attacks. And then I will have Zutark move over to Core and prepare to take a swing at him.
The big mallet coming down. 25, I assume, would hit core.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
I,
that would be...
Because I only have a 17 AC right now.
Yeah, so that would be plus the additional 5, so that's 21 damage.
Which gets reduced by 4.
Yeah, so 21. No, 17. 16, yeah. And then
Okay.
he'll swing at Core again, and his anger-filled manner. Oh
And he
god!
crits.
God damn it.
Oh
no.
no!
Core's probably gonna die.
It seems
I am
seems
not-
my cursing didn't work.
No, y'all got this. I
Dude.
believe.
That's already
Okay.
24.
Plus the rage damage, and then plus the additional 5.
That's 29, take away 4, so that's 25.
Yeah.
I'm on 12 HP. And I was near
Oh,
full.
dear.
That's wild, but also I will say if you right click on yourself or your token and see the number below you, if you click on that number and do like a minus number, it'll actually like minus like it'll actually
I didn't
minus that
know-
number, which is kind of
Yeah,
cool.
I know Roll 20 had something similar. I didn't know Foundry had something like that.
I just found
Okay.
out recently. But yeah, Zutark
Okay.
going crazy.
Yeah,
So that's his
I'm-
first.
I am not going. It is not go well.
Yeah, so that's his first round of actions and attacks. So now his second volley of attacks.
Oh, I'm dead. GG's.
Oh, that's a nat 1.
Dang.
That's a miss. Alright. His second attack. That's a 23.
Well, 7 plus 5, right?
On
And then an additional 5.
I am lucky we had the fucking subtract 4. Because otherwise you would have exactly knocked me on my ass.
Mm-mm.
13 minus 4, so that's 9.
Mm-hmm. And then with Zutark's bonus action, he will attack you again.
Well, if you hit, I'm going down no matter what, most likely, unless you roll it absolutely terrible. Yeah, no, I'm going down. Well, it's been fun.
Core is the
Is
first
this
to
like the
get
reckless
knocked
attack
down.
bonus attack?
I literally got to do nothing.
My frenzy.
I stood here and died.
Zutark was not playing around. He came as a boss, and it certainly felt like a boss rush.
It doesn't really help when we have very little attack options. Our other people go low, and then we're fighting a buffed up barbarian.
And
This
let's
is
see.
exactly how the DMs feel when you throw the gnome barbarian hasted up at him.
Yeah. So after he's walloped Core, Zutark's gonna charge towards Melis now.
Mm-hmm. Go for it.
And that is all of his attacks and bonus
Like,
actions.
I am not a tank. I am not built for getting punched in the face.
So yes, that would be Zutark's full turn.
Melis, this is your turn.
Oh, my turn. Okay.
I have unless things go really well for us, I have a feeling or some other stuff happens. I feel like we're gonna get wiped here. I'm gonna be honest.
What's the matter, little man? Do I sense fear in your eye?
Mills is afraid of nothing. All right.
No. I did not want to remove my microphone.
So, hold on. I want to. This is like a summoned clone copy thing, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
We're fighting Phantom Zutark.
Basically, right? Okay. All right. Just making sure. That makes me want to try to dispel, man. Took a phantom thing, so I don't know if hold person will work. And it's not undead either. Ugh.
I can tell you, just like because it's a fairness of if the spell would work in the first place, if you hold person, it would work.
Oh, okay. That would be a move then. That might be. What is it? Wisdom saving throw? I don't think it's got high. Feel confident on that.
I mean, he's a barbarian. Barbarians tend to sometimes have low mentals.
Wow.
Okay.
And that's why I killed you first.
That's a
Taunting
I don't have
random
mentals.
random.
I mean, I don't have anything that targets your mental. I have literally nothing that. I have all of your strengths. He has all your weaknesses, but I got bodied first.
Okay, so
Hey.
nothing in here gives him like legendary resistance or anything. So,
I mean, we don't know.
I mean, nothing in the boss. we see the boss mode thing. Nothing gives him any type of legendary resistance or anything. So, I'm gonna assume he doesn't have it. Then I will attempt to hold person. Wait, what does casting at a higher level do?
I mean, that's just
target
more
one
people.
additional person. Yeah, never mind. I don't care about higher level. Cast DC 16 Wisdom saving throw.
Look at the chains coming out.
He is paralyzed.
He failed.
Well, I'm gonna go over here.
Where's the
Doop, doop, doop.
paralyzed
I'm gonna just get away from this man.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ.
I'm just gonna get away from this man. And it only gets to do a saving throw at the end of his turns. Cool, so we can attack it. Nice. All right.
Actually, do I get a reaction attack against him since he's moving away from me?
You're
No,
paralyzed.
You're paralyzed, dog. That's why I did that.
He thought he just walked away casually. He thought he gave you the penance stare and was like, "Man,
I can't remember what everything that paralyzed condition does.
You're incapacitated, so you can't really do incapacitated.
hey, you can hover over it." and look.
Incapacitated. You can't take any action, bonus action, or reaction.
There you go.
Concentration's broken. Can't speech. The event initiative thing doesn't matter, and also from paralyzed itself, your speed is 0 and can't increase. You automatically fail strength and dex saves. Attack rolls against you have advantage. and any attack roll that hits you is an automatic crit if the person's within 5 feet.
There you go, bam. So enjoy that. And we can hit you. You only get to break it if you only get the chance to break it during your turn. So unlike other spells where you get to break it if they hit you, this is only during your turn. You get a chance to break this. So
Even at the end
at
of
the
the
end of
turn,
the
so you
turn,
don't even get
your
your
actions.
attack
Yeah.
on.
Also, let me check his rage.
Basically, if you keep failing and they don't mess with you, they can get some reprieve time.
Here's the thing
No,
as
we
well.
can't mess with him.
Also, here's the thing: if Zutark doesn't have the barbarian thing that makes rages that only end after timer unconscious, he'll lose his rage on the next turn
Oh,
because he wouldn't
no.
have attacked somebody.
Oh yeah, you have to keep attacking to make that happen. Yeah, true. You'll lose the
We'd
rage.
actually remove his resistance.
And you'd get a stack of
And
exhaustion.
that
On
would
the
be.
on the bright side, I will say it's a concentration, so I don't know if that means anything.
Yeah.
Oh, that doesn't mean I can't cast the concentration spells, which is fine. But as a bonus action, since I can't cast a spell, I will. Where's this? Yeah. Where is? I will use a rune. I have to think my rune here. Where's it at? Nope,
I don't know, like
that's not my rune.
medical name. Yeah, the improved healing. Right?
I guess I can also. Oh, this is an action though. Where is it at?
You said the improved
Oh,
healing.
improved healing. There you go. Improved healing. Yeah. That's what I'm trying to do. Thank you. But not find it. Loan healing. I'll do this to core.
Thank you.
Core
Heal
needs
16.
it.
Oh, I don't know why I selected Zutark, but yeah, you heal 16 core.
Awesome. Good job.
All right, everybody. That's the end of my turn. Go crazy.
So it's my turn now, right?
Yes.
Yes.
First of all, I assume you want to get up from prone.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm a delete prone because I'm getting up. But I'll disable it first just to make sure. I did that to memory. Now, because bro auto fails dex saves, I'm gonna do a thing. He's currently 25 feet away, so do 5 feet. Let me just do the measurements. It's still 25, so I can get one further. And because the auto fails, I'm going to do this.
That's a con saving throw, though. He gets to roll that.
Oh, it's con.
Yes,
Never mind.
it's-
I wouldn't have done that then. I forgot it was a con. I forgot it's strength and dex. Con
Yeah,
is still
strength
fine.
and dex. He gets.
Instead, I'm going to just spend 4 points of mine and activate my greater invisibility.
Okay.
He said, "Guys, it's your chance. Get him." All right, bye.
All right, bye. Like, okay, man.
I mean, you saw what happened last time.
I mean, right now you guys auto crit against him. I think.
If
Yeah,
you're
but
within
he-
melee.
if you're
Yeah,
within
but
melee
if he-
range, yeah.
Yeah, but this way I
Oh,
can still get advantage on him even if he's not,
No.
and also if he does break out, I'm less likely to get punched in the face immediately again.
Also, I was suggested for melee because I'm like, I would think the guy with that talking about his claws all the time would come and use.
Yeah, I will use them next turn. I want to get. Core is smart. He just got punched in the mouth by the barbarian. He's gonna take precautions to stop that from happening again, and that would be
Okay.
going invisible and just not having to worry about being punched anymore.
Hey, if it works, I ain't saying nothing. I'm just saying it's funny. Assuming that's the end of your turn. So Snorri.
Yeah.
You could have seen, if you weren't busy, that Snorri had shortly put on her bow to further analyze the situation before taking aim again. This time, the arrow she knocks into her bow starts to glow, or rather, the lack of light, as she prepares one of her special arrows, the Arrow of Darkening.
Mm-hmm.
So, since he is incapacitated, I get at least advantage of my
Mhm.
attack roll.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, it's only if you're in 5 feet. If you shot him next to him, you would crit, but because
Yeah, that's
Is it?
fine. You should get advantage though.
She still gets
Yeah.
advantage. It was
Yeah,
the issue
advantage.
is
I think it is.
she would get disadvantage and then advantage because if she tried
Yeah.
to do a melee.
Wait, let me just. Attack rolls against you have advantage. It's not limited to melee.
it's just the auto crit
It's-
that's 5 feet.
Yeah.
we're talking about that. Yeah, we got.
I. Oh, okay. Uh.
If you're looking for how to roll it, it should be whenever you click the runic shot option, and then it should bring up like the options you have.
I'm not. Wait. Yeah, I might be a little stupid because I can't see my bow options there, so I'm just gonna.
When you open up, when you open up like your character sheet, do you like
Yeah,
go to,
yeah.
features and then click on the runic shot options?
Yeah, I already displayed.
Yeah,
if you
it
click the
displayed it, but I'm
icon-
saying if you click it, it should bring up like, for example, if you wanted to use that of darkening, it should.
Yeah,
you
I
should have
did
it on.
use that.
So
Nice.
you left. So when you
Yeah,
saw
yeah.
the icon and the name, you left click the name. You didn't go to the right and click display chat.
That
No, I clicked on the feature. I clicked on darkening and it brings up the.
I think you have to make an
Text.
attack with the arrow.
Yeah.
no.
Offensive.
It's just for some reason darkening didn't have the damage on it.
Well, she didn't do the arrow attack, right? She just did the ability.
I'm just
It
gonna.
was it's usually to be like this is what it has. So I understand. I'm just trying to figure it out.
So that
I
hit.
mean, yeah, okay, so, oh god, now I got math to do. Fuck. So, we have.
Don't forget you've got 2d.
Does that hit him?
Yeah.
Yeah, those-
No, it's just one roll.
You've got
first
We
hit,
got 13 damage from the bow.
Mm-hmm. And then
We
your
got
darkening arrow.
3
That's-
damage from the darkening arrow. We get Hunter's Mark damage. Let me just
Mark.
grab up Hunter's Mark bonus.
It's either a 6 or an 8.
6.
Okay.
Also, Zutark is a humanoid, I presume.
Yes.
I have favorite enemy against humanoids.
No.
Means,
There's an extra
Plus-
+6 in there.
6
Uh,
on
I'll,
that.
I'll tally it up.
Also,
I'll start tallying up damage for you.
I was gonna say
Thank
someone
you.
better be keeping
Uh,
checking.
also, I got frost shot.
Alright, so I got make a con save. He makes it.
Okay, and you need to do a wisdom save also for the darkening arrow, please, and thank you.
Yep.
Okay, so no need. So I don't need to add the +4 in there, correct?
No,
See. What's the DC for the darkening arrow?
I assume it's my spell DC. Correct me if I'm wrong.
The runic shot DC is 8 plus your proficiency bonus plus your
So
wisdom.
yes, it would be your spellcast.
It's 14. Sad.
So you beat
He
by
passes
1.
that.
So he's not blinded. and the total damage comes out to 28 damage.
Oh,
Minus
that's awesome.
the-
Okay.
Minus the. So he takes half on the regular arrows, so that'd be.
Yeah, that's the
That'd
fun
be,
part. I have a runic
uh,
bow. It's not exactly physical damage.
It depends
Oh,
if it's
okay.
It's all counts all as a magical damage because it's actually a
Well,
technically magical weapon. So
Okay.
barbarians resist all weapon damage. If it's still piercing, even if it's magical or not, I'm pretty sure they still resist it. Unless this one's different. You know, it's just resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slicing damage. So it depends on if your bow itself does a different element. If it's still a physical, the barbarian still resists physical.
oh, I
No,
forgot
the
about
bow
that.
is not physical.
What does it do then?
It is runic damage, I think.
Hold on a
Correct me if
second.
I'm wrong on this call.
Oh, sorry. Hold on.
Here. I know what you're talking about.
Runic bow, blah 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 blah. Incisive instead of piercing damage, so it's not technically piercing damage.
hmm
How I
Okay.
was ruling it is it's pretty much like magical piercing damage is pretty much what it is.
Okay.
So then it would still be halved if it's magical piercing.
What is this? Equipment, weapons.
Let me check.
Yeah,
Yeah, the
it
bow,
would
this
still-
bow
it would
counts
still-
as magical
it
or
would still
non-magic
get
attack.
put into half, yeah.
So
Yeah.
So that's -6 from the total, then I'd say, because it's 13, so it kind of
Yeah.
rounding down that 6. So
That's
22 total damage. 12.
Yeah, fun part.
So it's 22 total.
Fun
damage.
part. I'm still not done.
Yeah,
Because I use a runic arrow, I get acceleration, meaning I can do another one of the same attack action. I
it's
am going to call sniper on this one.
Do we want to just subtract the current 22 so then I can get ready to get the next mass load?
Yeah.
So yeah, Zutark, you took a total of 22. That's including the halving the piercing from the start.
Yep.
Yeah. If this arrow lands, I'm also gonna call on my rune energize attack. Just so you have heard it from me first.
Okay.
Um,
That hits.
since the first one is high, we start off with God damn it.
That's
6 plus another die hit.
I'm pretty sure Hunter's Mark is only once per turn.
Yeah, no, I caught sniper.
Yeah.
It was
What does Sniper do?
it's the feat it's the feat where it's like -5 to the attack roll, but like
It's
puts in-
minus. Yeah, it's -2 in this rule set.
Okay, -2.
Mm-hmm.
So,
And it just adds extra damage to the attack roll, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
right.
Uh,
So currently we're on 12.
so that's just 6 damage currently at total.
Yeah. Plus.
Wait, why are you on 13? Is it 13?
No, it's 6 because it's counts as
It's
the
still
same type of
piercing.
damage. So half and half.
Yeah.
And both attack rolls were 6. So 6. So 3 plus 3.
This one's a 7.
No,
Wait.
technically.
No,
No,
the above roll, the
it's
25.
advantage.
Yeah, okay.
Uh,
Okay, so the attack rolls of advantage are separate from the damage roll. So you
Yeah.
go with whatever's
Yeah.
attack roll is higher, and then you
Yeah.
would go with you would roll your damage. So are we going
Yeah.
with the first damage roll? Is that what we're doing?
Yeah, that's what we're doing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I get you. Okay, I see. Okay.
I go with the damage roll on the attack that's higher.
then 16
So
for-
because because sniper adds to the base damage, it would be
Oh,
12, but because resistance it's only 6. Energized attack is
16.
16 extra.
Yep, I've already got that in.
Plus frost shot.
And you get your favorite enemy still, I'm pretty sure.
Favorite enemy.
Stop critting on those con saves. I'm swearing.
It's not even a crit.
It's not even a crit. He's just that beefy.
Plus 6, so we have
28 damage.
28 damage.
And that's including the resistance already.
Yeah. Funny thing, I have a second attack.
Yeah, this was just
I
from
thought
a
this
separate
was the
feature.
second attack.
No, that was
No!
an
No,
accelerator.
No.
I know. I was saying that's technically that was the second attack. This
That's
would
a
be third.
19 hit.
Blue,
19 hits.
when you click to roll an attack, does it give you the option to roll with advantage?
No, it does not actually.
That's because
Weird.
if you go to the chat and you look over like where the number is, you can see there's an up and down arrow.
Oh, I see. Okay, I learned. Thank you.
Oh, okay.
Unless
it's a
that will
19.
change.
That's 11 divided by 2, so that's 5.5, so getting that down to 5.
Okay, cool. I'm not using my rune. I don't think I can, but I can use.
If you have,
Stop.
if you still got
There
use,
you go.
Thank God.
if you
So-
how many use of frost shot do you have?
Every time I hit.
Or not frost shot, I meant energized attack. 'Cause
No,
it's max level.
It's once you could the small
turn.
rune that you have, the pulse or whatever it is. That one's like basically always active. That one doesn't you don't worry about. But all the other runes, I basically ruled that you could only use a rune per round.
Yeah, I think
Okay,
that's
per round.
Luca. Okay, so you also get the 4 damage, so it's 9.5 plus you have
currently 9 damage.
decreased. Yeah.
Plus 6 from your favorite enemy. That's currently 15 damage.
Yo, I see
Yeah,
this health
that's
bar
it.
got touched. It's going down a little bit.
A little bit. That's everything. Thank you for being here.
Thanks for the TED talk. Zutark's gotta make his roll, I think, somewhere up of the trenches of the chat.
Yep. Gotta make your wisdom saving throw, buddy.
What is it's a DC 16 wisdom saving throw.
Yes. DC 16 wisdom saving throw.
Nope.
Oh no.
Ooh, man, that's rough. That's rough,
He
man.
said
That's
that's
rough.
rough, buddy.
That's rough. That's rough, man. That's rough.
He's holding him down. That's rough, buddy.
That's rough. That's rough, buddy.
That's
rough.
But
That's
Zutark
funny.
already- I mean, look, Zutark already rocked one of our party members shit instantly. We have to pull out the holy card.
That's his turn.
I
Right?
asked. Yeah, it is actually.
Mellis.
I asked Natsu about something in the DMs and called Zutak Zuzu, so seeing the Avatar reference is actually quite funny.
I'm gonna get within 5 feet of this man.
Mm-hmm.
Do I have a spell that does not require trait?
Do you have spiritual
Uh,
weapon?
Do I have spiritual weapon? I don't think I have.
I don't know if that's in the system, but I know it's a melee spell for cleric type casters, and it doesn't require concentration.
It might be, but it might be different because Shen is technically like has something similar to that. So you might have
Like,
to,
I have no idea if it exists. I just know that because, like, I know 5e spells, but I don't know this system spell book.
I know there's an actual spirit
And-
sword in the book, but I don't know if it's like say or if there is another one.
Well, I can do this. I'd have to up past level. No.
Don't forget to target Zutark if you're targeting him.
Yeah. Okay. You know,
Maybe I should macro
I'm going to cast
an option where I use all my features at once.
We're going to
We'll
cast-
find it out eventually. It's fine. You saw the potential to fight a potential ally, and you took it straight for it. The opportunity could not have been better.
Third level spell? Oh no, here it is. I don't have any.
But yeah.
The epitome of having options but not knowing what option to go with.
No. I just realized I have an entropy thing where if I spend at least 1 energy point, I roll a d6. If I get 6, I don't spend 1 energy point, so I get a 1 point refund. But oh well, then roll 6.
No 6. But it's okay.
I do have a. You know, we gonna
Hit
upcast
me.
it, what? We gonna
Hit
upcast it.
me.
Also, considering that it was hold person, I assumed that because of coming from Bellis, I assume you're just like wrapped up in
Holding me with
at the moment.
tentacles.
Yeah, basically, yes.
And,
yes.
and people are just slapping into you at the moment. I just the gods watching down. Is this how this was supposed to play out?
Alright, that's a hit.
6 crit, sadly. Oh no, it is a crit because I'm within 5 feet of you.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Do I just hit the ×2 on this? Is that how I do crit?
Yes.
Oh, I see.
wait,
Hunter's
no,
mark goes off
no. You did that to yourself.
whenever.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yes,
Oh, God.
it did do
Oh,
the
dear God.
×2. It did do the crit, but it did it to yourself. So I don't know if that was. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
So
What was I at? Hold on. It did what? 36 to me, I'm assuming?
so. Yeah, because it would double. So it deals what 14 cold damage. So 14 straight damage, but then the bludgeoning, which would be 22, gets reduced down to 11, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, yes. So 11/22 is what we're talking about? Hold on, no, wait. No, the
11 it would
Yeah,
be
11
11 plus 14.
number 14, 25. That's 25 damage.
25 total damage past the resistance, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, pass resistance. Yes, correct. 25 total damage, pass resistance. And then, if you are large, wait, what size are you right now? You might have to be too big for this.
I think he's.
I think-
He is
Right.
Might be
literally
huge, actually.
he
might be
literally
huge.
is he's one size category larger than what he used to be, and what he is already is large, so he's huge, yes.
Okay, so it doesn't get affected by the second part because it's larger,
Yeah.
smaller creatures. So
Still damage.
so it's just for damage. Okay, all right then. Then as a bonus, I want to do anything.
He's already restrained, so technically there's no need to keep putting him down.
That's touch. Right. And then. Ooh, you know what I'll do? I'll do my new rune I got recently. Where is it at? Yes, I think, right? Yeah, I'm on myself. I will cast Water Blast. I will become resistant to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing non-magical damage for 3 turns.
Okay, it's not a concentration.
Nope, not a concentration. It's a rune thing, so it's not concentration.
Yes, sir.
And then on my turn, I will stay right here.
Wow. Hey, at least I know that you can actually give that to me when you're not fighting
type
my
of-
evil smoky friend.
Is that a newer blessing? Sorry, is that a
Yeah,
newer
that's the newest rune I got. Yeah.
Okay, I was like, it doesn't even seem upgraded. And I was like, oh yeah.
No, it's not. It's the base version. It's the base version.
With that being that, he returned core.
Okay, time to do a stabby stab.
He said vengeance.
Invisible, gonna go right behind him.
I mean, invisible or not, you got advantage.
Yeah, you gotta win.
But it's useful because now I get Night Hunter.
Oh, true. There you go. Fair.
Like, I am not only really fast now, but I also now add 1.5 times my proficiency to damage. And I'm going to do my claw, because my claw is my biggest damage. I'm going to spend 1 energy point to activate my Vibram's Elemental of Vibration to add an extra d6. I'm gonna make it lightning, because it makes sense for my character. Yeah, it's 1d6. I only get the 1 hit, but because I also now add half my intelligence mod to the attack roll, so it's an extra +1. So going to go to inventory, vibrational claws. I don't know why I didn't. I don't know why the macro's not letting me change. Like I wanted the main. I'm just like I would have manually rolled it. It used to ask if I wanted to do something for the damage, but now it's just auto doing everything.
That's some modules had to be added, taken away, or changed, so it's probably something like that.
Yeah, because it's D3. So adding to that, I'll just. So that's 15 plus.
Well,
And Zutark doesn't have rage up anymore because he's not because he didn't get an attack last turn.
No, he still
was
got
paralyzed.
he still got
that
attacked.
attack misses. It's 17 AC he has.
Wait, I thought rage
I-
stayed as long as you
I have
get
it-
attacked as well.
That's what I'm saying. Is he's
yeah.
still raged? He's still raged.
Also, I still have. Also, it's more than that. I have +1, so that's a 17. But also, I have advantage.
I don't think
I
the
don't know
advantage helped you.
I mean, it would have been 17.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
If needed,
17
I
will
could've-
not hit because for my games, if I didn't say this before, I'm gonna just repeat it. You have to go over AC for my games, and you have to meet DCs. That's how I differentiate them.
Okay.
Let me check all my shit. I need to see what the fuck I get from everything.
And man, this is a pretty pathetic phone. Zutark never would have went down like this.
You're right. Next time I'm ever a boss fight, I'm gonna kill you first.
He said, "Thanks for the
Oh,
insight,
snap.
Poppy."
When I become king of
Alright.
trolls, I'm gonna kick your ass first.
It's not King of the Hill. It's King of the Hills.
Well, I guess my turn just goes to fucking nothing. Annoyingly.
Okay. So
I just wasted an energy point because I didn't even get to fucking use it because I whiffed.
The whiffing. No.
I really hate that. I really hate that for some reason they made it. Oh yeah, you get extra attack at 11th level. That makes it stupid to me.
I mean, you're supposed to be a ranged character.
No, it's like it's a martial subclass.
it's
You
a-
only get martial at level 11 for some reason.
The only thing I will say for that is it's as much as it is weird. I do agree with it being weird. The subclasses for Techmaturge are basically not even subclasses. They are just kind of there. Everything you pick in Techmaturge is in Techmaturge class, not even the subclass.
Like the
insane.
fighting style I took is useless because none of them. I just took it for the sake of I needed to take it because none of them benefited my fighting style.
There's 3 Techmaturge subclasses, and all of them fit on literally on one page. So
Mhm.
Oh dear God.
Alright, shoot me,
Um,
Snorri. Give it to me.
So, time to end this.
Yeah, you guys gotta kill him.
I have browsed a bit, and I'm gonna call Sniper. I am gonna use the primitive consciousness to mark. That's my bonus action. And you can see the arrow glowing again as Snorri knocks it. This time, she shoots skywards the arrow flying high before it curves down almost instantly as it hovers above Zutark. That was no normal arrow. It was a seeking arrow.
Hmm.
I do not need to make an attack roll. Since this is a dex saving throw, and I think you're still paralyzed, you automatically fail this one.
So it's
Yep,
your
I
bow
do.
damage. So it's your bow plus 1d6.
Oh dear fucking god. Here we go
Math.
again.
Let's do some math.
Okay, so we
Ow.
ignored the attack roll. We have the damage. We do add another roll of damage dice, so we are at 15, halving that. Something 7.5.
It's already. I've already got. It's currently at an 8.
Okay, cool. Then we have the how much was it again?
It was plus 6 for favorite enemy.
Plus 6 for favorite enemy, plus a d6 for the force damage, plus Hunter's Mark. I cannot forget Hunter's Mark this time because I read it. It's every time I hit.
Oh boy, that makes sense.
It's a 5. Plus... Where's the goddamn frost shot? Do your magic thing.
Oh,
So that's 25 damage.
Plus,
far.
I have the primitive consciousness active, so it's another d6. I think I haven't added the d6. Have I? Yeah, I
So
haven't. Okay, cool.
there's so many bonuses I couldn't tell you.
That's
that's
it for
27.
Awesome, that's for this arrow.
Yeah.
Okay, so how much is it?
27.
I'm afraid if
Yeah,
you ever
that's what-
crit.
And that's with resistance and everything already factored in. Zutark goes down. I contributed nothing.
That's
You
debatable.
contribute.
I think without, I
nothing to
think
you.
if you didn't go down, and he went for Melis, Melis would have went down, and nobody would have have the means to really hold him down. So honestly, I think this was honestly a pretty
You were
good
the
way to defeat
sacrificial
him.
goal.
It's like I just kind of was here. I got my ass kicked in that fit because RNG decided to be a bitch.
I will.
And the person who made this subclass doesn't understand the concept of when marshals should get shit.
Martial characters? Why would you be martial when you have technology?
Yes, but why would you give technological melee options and then give no concept for attacking more than once a turn until a level above midway through?
Hey, because you hit
I mean,
hard and not a
wouldn't-
lot.
I just wouldn't call it a martial class though.
I'm in a martial subclass. It's like, oh yeah, we have
Oh,
we're gonna give
okay.
you, because I took the one
Yeah.
that gives you unnatural armor, extra attack, and all that. But for some reason, they decided extra attack, not at level 6 like others do it, or level 5 like others get. No, we're gonna give you at level 11. That makes sense, totally.
I think level 7 would make more sense, specifically because it's a subclass and not like the main class. So getting it at like
Yeah,
level
like-
5.
Like
Agreed.
Bladesinger wizards get extra attack at level 6. It's like every other class that has a melee option gets it around level 5 or 6, but for some reason temperatures is just like, we're gonna give it to you 11 because that makes sense.
I think there is a hunter subclass that gets the multi-attack at 11 too, but they have other shit like reduced crit threshold. They're more prone to like get you stunned or whatever.
Like, let me see what my subclass gave me beforehand. Let me actually check.
Yeah.
Anywho,
Yeah, just put on some here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you get fighting style at level 2. Level 6, you get unarmored defense. Level 11, you get extra attack. I'm gonna be
Oh.
honest, you could easily just cut out fighting style and just put on armor defense and extra attack. At least in my opinion,
that's fine.
none of
We're
the
going
fighting
this.
skills actually help me.
All right, so you guys have essentially done it. I'm not even gonna try to sugarcoat it in any shape, way, or form. I pretty much set up this seed and everything here to pretty much where you guys can have a fight, and potentially however it goes is however it goes. And you guys have taken down Zutark the boss, whether it be by a means that some might call cheap or by a means that some people might call smart. To each your
I
own.
call it.
I don't
I
care
call
either
it
way.
a pathetic boss. You know, he. You know,
I'm
gonna kick at the
Okay,
phantom body.
I didn't spend my energy points, so at least I still have 3.
The phantom body disappearing.
Now I'm just gonna roll the 1d6 because I just want to see what that damage would have been. I never got how to use it.
All right. With that of the phantom like body pretty much going down and swiftly kind of like dispersing back into what seems to be like air. It seems as if the mist around starts to kind of lighten up again as you hear the words come up from above once again. You all know strength. It is clear now. Be safe, as it kind of like the mist doesn't lift, but the essence of whatever was in the mist does leave. As you will pretty much be able to see that of kind of put up on the screen, that of Chuli pretty much just finishing up putting down all that of the swords and other weapons into that of the stones and the rocks into that of this small like pool, and upon doing so you see that everything seems a lot more calm around. You look over, see that of Byron off in the small bit of a distance trying to figure out what's going on. He seems a bit lost. You'll even see Louis as well as off into like a corner coming out from the mist trying to see what's happening as if they don't know either.
Yes, and then Zutark pops out of the news to be like, "Hey guys, I found you. What are you guys doing over here?"
Talk.
You guys having a fight without me, you motherfucker? How dare
Yeah.
you?
Huh?
If I did hit Zutark and he didn't have rage up, I probably would have hurt him quite a bit because I would have done like 41 damage or some shit to him.
Nice.
But yeah.
Where did you
I'll
all
talk
go?
to- I'll go over and talk to Byron Mellisworld. Ooh, excuse me. I'm gonna say, we just had to deal with some test. He'll roll his eyes as he say it, or another. It was pretty easy, to be honest. Not sure what these Ionians consider challenging.
Is it? Did you got tested, and I assume succeeded with flying colors? Is what you're trying to tell me?
Core
Yes.
looks to Melis, spits out some blood from his mouth as he caresses the fucking impact on the side of his head. Fate for Einstein.
Snorri eyes them a bit with the untrusting kind of caution, but just she doesn't really know them, so hearing that it was just that easy seems a bit odd to her in this situation. But she just goes where Zutark was and starts collecting in her arrows. Because arrows are precious.
Now, forward looking at her, go, now then, who might a new winter coated good ally be? As he basically he's addressing Snow, he asking, who the hell, who are you, but more polite.
That was your troll friend, right? I have met them in the city, but I don't think I had the pleasure to introduce myself yet. My name is Snorri. I am from the Freyjord, and specifically from the Winter's Claw tribe, under our great Moa mother, Sejuani.
I am
And who are you?
I am called. Technically, I also hail from the same land, though I grew up in a different place. He's definitely, he looks reptilian, not dragon. Like, if you've ever seen or heard tales of like the ice drakes and stuff, he's clearly got like a fair bit of the appearance similar to them. So you can see a vague resemblance. It's like if you took a cloud drake and and an ice drake and mushed them together. And then put it on two legs.
She looks a little confused. She does not have heard of the stories, unlike the face-offs with several ice trolls so far. I am sorry. Your kind is not known to me, but what are you?
Where'd I go? What happened? I pushed something? For some reason, I can't see my token.
There you are.
Like I just brushed my-
You moved yourself down some layers.
I don't know how. I just kind of was on my key. I was just rotating my keyboard around. Yeah, Core would say, well, from mine understanding, I am technically what people would call a half-dragon. Why I have
dragon?
draconic. Yes.
But those are just stories for children, especially those who have not been obedient.
I believe mine friend here can attest to mine heritage. He says, looking to Melis, who has seen Core shoot many a lightning beam from his face cavity.
Cora will look back at him and kind of turn around, look at you two talking, and he'll say, yes, he's definitely something. That's for sure.
Not that one.
And I could certainly tell you, dragons definitely are real. Coming from that of Byron.
Yes. Dragons. Such grand creatures as are talked about.
Mine heritage will become more apparent with time. Even on age.
Julie kind of
So-
speaks up at some point, and it pretty much says that he put down like all the swords and weapons and all that into that of the stone, into the stones and everything like the other places, and Pyron pretty much gives that of a fantastic job, as you guys have definitely completed this. He says that this was the journey. This is what you guys had come to do.
To put some swords in the ground? Is that what all this was for?
It's more complicated than that, but if you were to give it a simplicity's sake, then yes. This is important
But these
to the lands of Ionia as well. Whether you believe me or not, I'm sure you can feel that of the spirits around more at peace than they were before.
remember, these are both grave markings and offerings based on what I asked earlier. Also, I'm gonna eat that good berry we got from our cactus friend.
Which one?
The flower thing.
Oh, the good berry. Oh, okay. I thought you meant the berries from before.
No, I meant good berry, the thing that gives a little bit of healing.
Okay.
A little fun fact I have in my notes that, and let me quote, the red berries are very berry.
Let me
I
ask you-
have no idea what I meant with this, but apparently they are very berry.
I'm just trying to double check good berry in this system just to see what it gives, because I have 5 of them, and depending on how much they give, I'm just eat all of them.
I think they're one each. I think they're literally like one each. I think
And I'll add 5 to my HP pool, then I'll just change it if it's different.
Snorri would face Melas next and reaches out a hand to offer a handshake. I want to thank you again, Trent, for fixing up my bow. And I do hope I have proven that I can do more than just throwing feathers.
oh, Melis will shake your hand as well. Nice firm handshake. He says, "It's good to see one of you people just actually be useful for once. The other one we know is, between you and me, absolutely fucking useless."
Is that about Thule?
Yes.
Like,
Hey,
I'm
wait a
fairly
minute.
certain. Yeah, I'm fairly certain Core currently. Like, he's had moments he's been useful, but for like this fight, it's not even his fault that he didn't do much this fight. He got bodied instantly. There's like nothing you could do about it.
You can see Snorri pointing at her, kind of a feather, raising an eyebrow, just like slightly nodding along. Perhaps an approval, perhaps an understanding. It does seem that Snorri and Malas have a similar kind of view to what strength might mean, and usefulness tied to it.
Hey, to
Yeah,
be
he
fair,
goes-
Julie did agree with him on string before. I remember that.
Oh yeah, true. He did say that.
Yeah. Chorus of the group him would state, "Well, for this ordeal, I do apologize that I have not been of the greatest of use this time, though not much can be done about it." He says, as after eating all the flowers and stuff he got from their cactus companion when he was here, his wounds closed up a little bit, but he still got phantom marks from the mystical club that hit his face repeatedly.
Yeah. Hey, have you guys, by the way, for the whole journey, I remember you guys have been, at least for the most part, giving that of Byron his breaks. Have you guys would you guys say that you've been giving him his breaks basically almost every time he asks, or like more often than not?
I think we only didn't give him a break once. I want to say. I think one time we kind of went past what he wanted a break, but I think every other
Otherwise-
time we give him a break.
So
Yeah, like every
So-
other, like I don't remember us ever saying nah.
so basically almost every time. Okay.
Yeah.
So with that being said, Louis kind of chimes up a little bit from I don't want to say out of nowhere, but like as y'all were talking, Louis kind of chimes up. So, anyways, we should get going if we're gonna make it back to this festival.
A festival.
And with that of Louis saying that to you guys, Melis, you realize you have been on this trip for what feels like, a month.
Oh my fucking god. Okay. weren't we timed in this fucking mission?
Oh
One
yeah.
second. I was like, wait, weren't we timed on this whole mission?
If
on this,
you weren't like timed for this mission specifically, but you were timed for if you were trying to make it back in time for the Spirit Blossom Festival.
yeah, no, that's okay. Jeez.
Give me a
Nellis
second. I'm gonna pamper my cat real quick.
gives a deep sigh because he really does not care for this Spirit Blossom Festival in any way whatsoever. So he's like, "Oh, fine. If you must go back to your sacrilegious festival, and I suppose we should make haste."
I assume the festival is quite different from what we would call fests, so honestly, I'm pretty curious about how festivals here in the First Lands are. So I would say we should go. As best as now.
Hurry up, Louis says as Byron, swiftly behind, kind of goes, I really don't want to miss out on getting more rice cakes. I am out of rice cakes, so let's
You have
go.
to make like a sacrifice of a good couple of them to get past the bowls.
He loves his rice cakes. As he says that, and you guys realize you guys would pretty much have to make a month's journey back. So like, how would you even get back in time? And that's where Louis goes, do not worry, we'll make it there. But I will say you might need to grit yourself. As she pretty much goes over to what seems to be like, because you guys pretty much are at one of the highest points and peaks. You guys see that on the side, like a little bit side, like a side cliff, and it seems like a waterfall kind of like going almost straight down like a slope, and that of what seems to be a small crude little boat that would pretty much hold maybe 4 people max, but like you guys would just have to squeeze together kind of deal.
Another boat. Oh dear. I think I'm still a bit seasick from my arrival here, and it's been a while.
Oh, well, that sucks. Get on.
Also, Snorri, I'm gonna be honest. I don't. Or definitely doesn't want to be your enemy, at least for a good while, for one simple reason. He's the cloud elemental half dragon, and until I get my main benefits from my rune I picked, I am vulnerable to cold damage. Also fire damage, but none of us really do fire. So if you shoot me, you hit me worse.
I mean,
I
so
failed your
far
con
it's
save.
just 4 damage of cold.
Yeah, but that then becomes 8.
Swiftly.
Yeah, sounds like a you problem, to be honest.
That's what I'm saying.
Right. Right.
It becomes nothing.
Anyway,
Yeah.
let's make our way to this tiny vessel.
Yes, just so we must all squeeze tight on.
With that of you made for pretty much, not with you 4 plus Byron making that of somewhat of an already tight squeeze. It seems like that of Louis pretty much proceeds to be on like almost hanging a little bit on the back end or something like that. But essentially, they appear to start to kind of like have like a stick that they start to push off and say, you might want to hold on, very much so, and hopefully you don't get sick. As she pushes off and you guys go straight zooming down, almost what seems to be at first like 30 miles per hour, basically like 60 to get into like 80. You guys are like literally speeding bullet rushing down that of a huge like waterfall area, which constantly goes from like one curve to another, pretty much going more and more further down that of the mountain to a point that you guys all need to make me a constitution saving throw to keep you lunch, but also to for the reason of how long it lasts, where this is like a few hour like zooming ride.
Jesus Christ.
Rolls have been terrible today. Like, I have a
Okay.
good con
All right.
modifier, but I've just not rolled good.
Thankfully.
You do my Constitution save. Constitution save. You said. Okay.
Yeah, sadly, Corey, you lose the good berries you just ate. They're out.
22.
Like, I have a +7, but the highest roll I've gotten today has been a fucking 10.
Melis,
Like, I have
you were born for this seat. Get out of here.
Yeah, just light work.
Literally
We're
the
talking
only
about-
man standing.
I'm talking about the core is still physically recovering from getting his ass beaten. And then throw it into a multi-mile-per-hour boat ride.
Mel's is trying to have conversations.
Yeah, Tulu's having a conversation. It's only Core. And with that, you guys will proceed down that of Mistfall down to almost what seems like a shortcut after getting off to where maybe it would take you guys a little bit less than a day from there to actually make it back to the city. So within due time, you guys will make it back to the city. However, of course, maybe you don't feel so well after that huge trip. Maybe you guys need a minute to sit down. I'm not really gonna get into all that, but I'm just gonna say you guys definitely got through all this. With that being said, everybody here who already isn't, aka Story would only be the only person that wouldn't be, but everybody else here will get that of a level up.
Oh man, no level up for me.
Unfortunate.
Oh, damn. What are you already the higher level?
Sucks.
Yeah,
I
because you
was
guys
already level 8.
Yeah,
Oh,
because you
okay,
guys
that
were
makes-
pretty much already about to be level 8, so I was like, there's
Yeah,
no
I got
point.
you. I got you. That makes sense. Smart.
So I had either the choice of staying level 7 and leveling up with you, or just taking my level 8 options already.
No, that's smart. That's smart.
And as you guys,
boy.
you guys can look over that as you will. But we will be going on break shortly. But I'm going to explain some few things here. You guys getting back to that of the city, you will notice that of a bunch of like what very much like fireworks or different kind of lights kind of going off as it is somewhat darker at the time, but just in general more fireworks going off. A lot of noise coming from that of the city. As getting back to the city of Keonvi, you guys get that of the lovely words from Byron as he goes, finally we're back. I can get my lovely rice cakes and we all can enjoy that of great festival together. Or, well, you all can. In either case, I don't know if anyone ever told you about how the festival works. But the Spirit Blossom Festival doesn't last for just a day. It could last for maybe an hour, or a week, maybe a month. For now, you should enjoy for what is there. And as
You
I
don't know
promise,
how.
What? Go ahead.
You don't know how long your festivals take.
It's not about
Absolute bewilderment.
It's not about how long the festival takes. It's about how long the events last. The important thing about the Spirit Blossom Festival is, well, it's the time that your deepest connection with that of the dead is here. That of the long gone, you may even potentially have the chance to speak with. And whenever it leaves, it leaves. And that's how we celebrate that of the Spirit Blossom Festival. And as I promised to all of and as I have promised to you, you all have been kind to me in a way for this trip, and I'm believing of making that of something for you. One of you, I will make that of a weapon or piece of armor as you would want, at least in my image. and that's where I'm gonna end that little thing there and tell you guys what I'm pretty much telling you is he is Byron, aka Son of Doran, aka he is saying he's willing to make that of pretty much a legendary, a custom legendary or artifact weapon or armor of your choice. The type of it is your choice, not the actual like what it does.
Mm-hmm.
So we get to pick between like an
Interesting.
armor or a weapon, basically.
Yes,
Or,
and it's just remember, it's just one. It's not like each person gets one. It's just overall
Yeah.
one. So think about that.
I mean,
If it's just one, then it's yeah. If it's just one total, I don't use armor, and unless it was going to be a custom thing, there's no point in me because it would just be either a new set of claws or something else. So our main weapon users are either our new ally Snorri, Thule,
I mean,
or
she does
Zutark.
enough damage.
Yeah, it's either the only people in our party that use weapons that don't have their weapons built into them are Thule, Snorri, and Zutark. And Zutark, I'm pretty sure said he's had the same club the entire time. So I'd say give
Yeah,
Zutark a new club.
yeah. You know, I've had this bone club since day one, baby. I think it's time for an upgrade.
You now have
So,
a new bone club made of a dragon bone.
okay,
um,
cool. Hear me out though. Who actually carried that fight?
Whatever.
You
Who
use
actually
armor.
carried that fight?
I
so
mean,
I
Yeah.
mean, if you ask this question, you're gonna ask if it's just one action with unlucky rolls, or is it the one who did the consistent amount of damage?
So I'm not
You-
trying to put in my piece of information, but I think it's funny because technically you guys are talking about this with Zutark not being there in the first place.
Zutark
I
doesn't
think
get this reward. He wasn't there.
No, I just
that's why
I just meant for
that's
that
why he
argument.
should get something as
I mean,
compensation.
Hey, but anyways, you guys will get time to talk about that. I just was putting it out there in the first place. So, you guys will be able to, uh, we'll have a break here, and during the break, you can choose a level up if you want to now or to like wait till after session. I don't think it will matter for this one. Now that you guys have gone through the fight,
what? We don't get another level up?
No,
Crazy.
no double level up.
but you will get to do that of your level up during this break, as well as talk between yourselves, obviously, about potentially that of who would get like a weapon or item, as well as what it would be, aka the type it would be, and on top of that, to end off, not end off, sorry, to end off for that of a good break, I'm going to show you all the map that you guys will be able to choose from for that of the Spirit Blossom Festival, as you all will be able to have, I believe put it as 3 choices to go for that of the Spirit Blossom Festival. Oh my goodness! Yay!
Yay!
All right, we'll be back.
I'll be
I think about 10-minute timer for right now is what I'll put it at, but we'll be back when we're back. So,
yeah.
um choose
BRB.
between yourself who gets the shit because
Hello, 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 everybody. We are back. In the meantime, it took a little bit, but we have decided that somebody in this group will be getting that of a special item, and I won't be revealing that specifically myself. As for uh, what's going on here, I'm going to explain something here first. You guys, the group getting back into that of this festival like city, will start to we'll start to very easily see of how grand it is between that of the of the different places and areas that you could essentially go, which I'll be explaining using that of this map with. But before getting to that, I will explain that you guys will meet up with that of Zutark, with that of a plenty of people surrounding him, that of many people who have been asking for that of his help here and there, that of plenty of kids around that have been trying to get his attention, especially as they love to like play with them as they're like asking to play, especially as it's a festival. And it's just not something I think some of you would be expecting to see from Zutar coming back. In either case,
Guys, help me. They won't leave me alone.
I see you have made lots of friends since I was gone.
The little children keep chasing me in streets.
Wait, so the troll is now hunting the human? What was the game again?
We've been playing that game for the last 3 days.
one of them
Oh,
comes out from
dear.
the woodworks. Boop, you're dead.
No!
I
Just
guess
wait.
the trolls are victorious. And you can see Snorri remembering her promise she made to the children, covering over the children, wing cape stretched out to make herself look bigger. But you have not dealt with the Feriodian Vastaya before. And she starts chasing them. Giving Zutark a break.
And they start to kind of like start to go off and proceed to play with you, and giving Zutark that of a small break from the children. Still have other people around, just kind of we're trying to get some help with like that of like moving heavy stuff. Outside of that though, you guys have pretty much been remet back together. If you want to say a few words, you can feel free to, but
Yeah, she tries to just
What?
slowly raise his head from the dirt and just be like, "Where have you guys been? I've been stuck here this whole time."
I don't think you would have enjoyed it. We've had to go make deliveries.
Deliveries? That does sound
Yeah.
boring.
we put a
Good thing Sutak don't like delivery. Sutak like punching things.
Yeah, not really a whole lot of things to punch. There was some annoying wolves that got on our way at one time, but that was about it.
Oh, you guys had all the fun without me.
We still had to listen to annoying people on delivery missions, so I wouldn't say it was all the fun.
At least you weren't chased down by children the entire time.
Well, now this does seem like nightmare fuel. So maybe you're onto something, Zutark. Maybe you're
I
onto
know.
something, buddy.
Sutak's biggest and smartest troll is.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Definitely wouldn't go down by any single spells.
Yes. Also, some weird ladies kept trying to give me those weird cloak things. I couldn't find one that fit me.
Well, I don't think they serve cloaks for a total of your stature.
I
You
know, it's hard to contain these rippling muscles.
Yeah, true, Zutark. Very true.
Yeah.
So
But there, see,
So
you're free now. You're free from the kids.
yes. So
so
what did you go deliver? Was it anything big and shiny?
It was a bunch of swords.
Swords? You
Yeah.
didn't bring me back a sword?
Buzz gonna give Zutark like that, like, are you serious? Deadpan look like, would you really use a sword? A human-sized
Hey.
sword?
I at least use it as toothpick.
I'm not. You know what? I got you next time, Zutark. I got you. Don't worry.
Okay.
with that being said, you guys, I'm gonna give you guys the short of this. If you guys go back at any point to that of Adnir asking for that of like potentially like what next, aka that of the invitation, he pretty much tells you that the invitation is set up, aka you guys will receive uh you guys will receive that of a singular invitation here. I don't
I am
An invitation for
I-
one person? Jesus Christ.
I
Okay.
am back.
So it's an invitation for one person, but how it works is it's you can bring a group, but the invitation is meant for one person. AKA
What's
think
the
about
invitation
like
for?
the invitation, like whoever's holding the invitation per se is the VIP of the group.
What's this
Oh.
for?
Um
The
This-
Spirit Blossom.
no. This
Oh.
this is what was talked about beforehand. With that of if you guys went ahead and did this, you guys would get that of a special invitation. That of the Spirit Blossom
Oh,
Festival
that.
has been free to be in the first place. There's nothing for him to invite you to. The
Okay.
special invitation you guys are referring to seems to be some type of really weird, almost golden and red like card of sorts, which
Oh.
which
Where'd
seems
the invite?
which seems to be a weird type of invitation, especially because it doesn't really say anything on it. But Adnir is pretty confident of you being able to use this and will tell you pretty much where to go. But tells you right now, it won't help you to go there now until after the Spirit Blossom Festival, as people are pretty much off doing stuff like that, pretty much being in the festival or doing other things. So he pretty much says, go enjoy some off time, aka go enjoy the Spirit Blossom Festival.
What is this? The fucking Ionian Charlie and the Chocolate Factory golden ticket?
Yes.
All will be revealed in due
Oh.
time.
We're gonna
Uh,
Zillion,
inherit
get
what?
out of here.
We're gonna inherit somebody's workshop. We do what they say.
Hold on a second. I just want to find this. There it is. I'm going because I can't put it up on the screen at the moment because I would have to require you to do a few things I can't do. Here I will put it in chat in our little Discord here. In visions, there you go. That's what the invitation looks like.
Let's have a
Oh,
look.
I remember that one.
I think I know what it is too.
I mean, I don't know.
Mm.
Whether that being the case or not, though, oh well, because right now we're looking at the Spirit Blossom Festival, and for the Spirit Blossom Festival here, I'm gonna tell you all, so including Chuli, but I'll have to do him for him later. But you all will have 3 choices of 3 places you can go, and I will ask you all to pretty much pre-pick where you're all going, because I'm not gonna do a thing where if two of you choose the same place, one of you comes in later, one of you comes in like at another for another point in time. I'm just gonna be like, you guys are grouped together there. But with that being said, you guys have I believe 9 different options of places that you guys can go with 3 choices each. Have fun with that. As for an explanation of these places,
We
something
only see 4 options right now.
that's because they accidentally got deleted. Um, so we'll be putting them back
Well,
up as we go. But if we're gonna start down here, this little pull down here, the word celebrate, if you don't mind. This is going to be that of uh basically celebrating that of the dead in general. As you will see that of people somewhat sending off that of origamis and origamis with candles and kind of almost like lotus shapes off to the rivers. uh you could and just for the record, each one of these does technically have something, but I'm not going to just tell you what it could potentially contain. But there's, you could go there, you could celebrate that of the dead down here, you could go over the games. That is where you can play festival games in order to earn that of money and prizes. You could go up here. Up here is history. History being, you would pretty much go and see that of a bunch of different statues, statues of people from different times. It's pretty much like going to a museum essentially. You go to nap. Nap time is literally as it sounds. You just, after all this adventuring, you really just want to nap. Everyone gets out of their full rest already, but like this is just more time to rest. And if you do get this, I will tell you, you will get you will get that of 2 free use of inspiration if you go take a nap. There is up here play. This is proceeding into following further down of beforehand when I had introduced you guys coming into here, seeing that of a play. This would be watching that of the Spirit Blossom Festival play. Weapons down here. This is pretty much kind of like a baseline of where a bunch of people either trying to like sell weapons, buy weapons, or even just enhance and in basically come more one with that of either like their weapons or that of the way of making weapons. Essentially, it's almost like like a Comic-Con for weapons. Essentially, people want to show offs even sometimes here too. You could go down here, which is this, the word for this is monks. This is exercising with the monks, literally as it sounds. You could go to the monks and do some of the some nice light exercises, see how that goes for you. You could go over to the right here. This is bonding is the word. This would be spirit bonding. And pretty much you would be like almost karma like meditating, essentially bonding, try to bond with any of the spirits if you would so like to. Or the last one, there's commune. Communing is basically a once in a lifetime potential chance to talk with somebody of the dead of the past. And that's your options.
Anyone of the past?
I didn't say specifically anyone, but I just gave you the light of it. Whether you choose to take that risk is up to you. And you have all your characters are up here at the top left, so you can pretty much click and drag them down to where you would want your 3 choices to be. So, completely up to y'all. If y'all want to talk about it, you can. If y'all want to do your own thing, do it.
I want to have Zutark go where Snowy to wherever, because you want to ask questions while they go to the festival events. He needs to know about those troll heritages up north.
I think I'm not able to wait. Or am I? No, I am. Never mind.
All right.
So weapons, people are just selling weapons.
And I said it's more than just selling weapons.
I guess I can check it out potentially. Yeah, I might be able to magic one of my weapons. You never know. What would monks do again?
That was exercising with the monks.
Can I ask Snorri if she wants to come with me to the weapons place?
Oh. I would agree to that.
Yes, we can look at all the big shiny things, and you can tell me all about my cousins from the north.
I could even perhaps try to teach you some of our archery style if you so are interested in it.
Shuri. Zutark never used a bow before. I usually just throw these big old sticks at people and it hits them. And he pulled out one of his javelins off his back.
There are some of us who wield much larger and much stronger bows that even I can't manage to pull back. But I would say you could possibly wield one of those war bows.
When you say it like that, okay. Do they have any cool bones on them?
I can't say anything yet. I haven't gone through them yet.
No, I'm just asking her about the war bows that
Oh,
she
yeah.
mentioned.
They are crafted from the horns of some of our animals, and especially hard and frozen wood. And some take over 120 pounds to be pulled back. And those are especially devastating.
120 pounds. She starts doing math on his 3 fingers. That's like 20 small Zutarks.
Said the math ain't math, Chief.
You can see that the bird lady is somewhat frozen, trying to follow those gymnastics that would surely win a medal on the Olympics. But then he just shrugs and pats on his arm, like, yeah, 20 small Zutarks for sure.
Ooh.
Or
You should take me hunting there one of these days. I want to see what big beasties live down there. Maybe I'll have a skull. I'll have a skull to bring back to my tribe.
By the way, Corey, you need to choose a third place as Zutark.
Yes.
You need to put your things on here.
Yeah, I was gonna ask what commune and bonding are.
I said commune was pretty much a once in a lifetime, pretty much opportunity, essentially to talk with that of someone of the dead or the past. You have all these characters up here, so you don't have to pull them out. The bonding is essentially trying to establish some sort of connection with the spirits. I'm not really getting into explaining that specifically unless you were to do it.
Actually, you know what? Fuck it. Snorri was sent by her father to do all spiritual kind of shit, so she will do all spiritual kind of shit.
And history is just kind of learning Ionian history and all that sort of stuff, right?
Yeah.
I
We
Maybe.
can we
I'm-
can connect
I'm
with the
not gonna say.
spirits too. Maybe we get to meet the troll spirits.
I don't even know how trolls came into existence.
Neither do I.
But aren't you a troll?
Yeah, but us trolls don't read books.
Fair enough.
Got a point. Sad point, but it's got a point.
I picked the ones that I feel make the most sense for Poor to check out.
I think Snorri would also be somewhat illiterate. Like, she can read, but she reads slow as fuck.
What does this word mean?
Reading?
What's it say on the cover?
Snorri and Zutark both looking at a
It
fucking.
says reading for dummies.
I'm just
I think
imagining.
Zutark not one of those.
I'm quite literally just imagining Snorri and Zutark find a book. It's on either Piltover book, ignoring the language barrier. Just the amount of fancy, the advanced words and vocabulary. It's like, fuck is this?
All right.
Zutark, what's your other
Zutark,
choices?
you gotta pick your places. You gotta use your other ones, Zutark, your other votes.
You have
You have 3 total places you can go. Is what's happening here.
Can I
I
just like not participate in one of them?
What do you mean?
I guess it's fine. I guess the 3 I picked fit with Mellis anyway, so it's fine.
Yeah. Like
is
so,
another
love
because
how
example.
Mela-
it could be something as simple as you're just like passing by and you just see this for a minute. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay. All right, then that's fine. Okay.
I love how Core and Melas are just agreeing on what they want to do.
I'm happy to say that well, Core, not really a spiritual person, has no reason to do that. He doesn't have any dead people he wants to talk with. Weapons interest him. Taking a nap sounds good.
Zutark, are you
And
good?
Yeah.
he's an unarmed fighter, so hey, exercising with some
You gotta
muscle
put your other
might
votes
be-
out.
Yeah.
Zutak is going to the weapons twice.
There we go.
Oh,
All right, I
okay.
was just making sure. All right. What do we start with here? I'm gonna start with some of the more simpler ones.
Okay.
Actually, by simple I mean I'm gonna probably just go in the order I have on here. Nobody is at Celebrate, that's fine. Nobody's at Games, that's fine. Nobody's at History, that's fine. Nap. For the nap, you guys get that of pretty much both of you get 2 free inspirations, one that does not count towards your max.
Yay.
And during your time of having that of your nap, you will feel kind of like dazed or entranced a little bit by your time of sleeping, whether it be like simple short rests or like maybe a longer sleep. But during that time, you guys will see that of dreams being that of dreams that would like be more towards of what you guys would like. Being that of what feels like a true free flowing dream, you will basically have that of what feels like the best sleep of your entire life and the best dreams that you've ever had. However, for some reason, you feel like you don't remember the dream that you had, even though you feel like you're alive after it. Like you feel alive.
Okay. Got.
Afterwards, we go to the play. Nobody's at the play. Go down to weapon. All right, everybody here at that of the weapon, which is pretty much everybody. You all proceed over to that of, and this is, I know I've been using that on this map, but this map isn't like an accurate representation of where, you actually are. This is just a representation because I'm using it as the festival map. But basically, you're still either somewhere in the city of Keonvi or somewhere around it. But for going to that of the weapon, basically venue, you will find that of a plethora of people trying to sell that of weapons, being that of anything that you would want to buy normally in that a shop. So if you went to the book and looked them up, you would find them. And anything that you would want to buy could be also bought as a +1 version of it, or for double the price at the very moment, like double the price of a normal weapon, which is not a bad price. But outside of that, there pretty much is just a bunch of, and I don't mean to be that person because I would be that person, a bunch of almost geeks or nerds in a weird Ionian way, basically fanning out over people's different weapons, and smiths looking at each other's weapons, even like talking about, the samurais using that of their weapons, having fun, talking, socializing, and amongst all of them, there does seem to be also somebody kind of off, more of like on the top of like a higher kind of cliff, kind of looking down at some of them, who seems to be enjoying some type of cup of tea up there. Not kind of hard to see though.
So, best way to describe the nerd people. Effectively, we've come across the weapon equivalent of car guys.
I did say it was pretty much like a Comic-Con, but for weapons.
True.
Yeah. Now, here's the thing. Do we have money? Because it's so depending on if we have enough money, because how much it might cost to upgrade my cars and stuff. I can +1 my thing. Problem is, I don't know if I have how much that would cost, and if we even have the money for it. Because I don't remember us getting any amount of money the entire time we played so far.
There definitely has been somebody thrown around, I can tell you that much. However, for your claws in specific, unless you mean that you can upgrade them with money, they don't have just like made claws or anything like that. I said anything like from like the shop.
I mean, it just meant like, I mainly just meant like upgrading them myself.
Then yeah, that would just be money.
Like, I don't know how much that would cost. So it would be however much that is, but then it's also like, do we even have would we have the money to do it? Also the thing that I don't know how much we have, because Thor has had 15 gold on him this entire time, and that's all he's had.
Damn. That's crazy.
He's broke.
Yeah, because I joined you guys, then we got sent to Ionia.
True.
I have 5 gold.
Damn. Stay away from me, Brokey.
So it's like,
Shut up.
like, oh my vibrant
How
weapon.
much? How much do you have?
That's not important, but if you really want to know, I have 168.
What?
How much would it
I
cost?
call favorism.
To be fair, y'all, they were in Shariba, basically the place where you could easily get gold and money. Now we're in Ionia, where poverty pretty much exists.
Honest question: How much gold would it cost to upgrade my Vibro?
I can't answer that because I would have to look super into it, because I don't know if it even is supposed to upgrade through that type of means.
Play stupid game, win stupid prizes, not so.
Hey man, I'm just a simple DM. I'm just here to facilitate the behavior, obviously.
Facilitate the behavior. Oh my god.
Such a kiss in a row.
It's the British meme all over again with the guy going, "Oh, a cranium of a fucking skull."
With that being said, would you guys like to do anything else here?
um,
I think I think vibrance can be upgraded. It's just that once you make a vibrant, you can't turn it into a different weapon. So it's like it can still be the same weapon. It's just you can't turn it to something else. So I can't have like a vibrant greatsword and then suddenly decide I want a great axe. It just has to remain a greatsword.
Melis will just look around. He's not really too interested in getting any weapons.
Also, Corey, I'll just have to
Question.
come back to you like off screen time to come back to you on that because I need time to think about that. But yes.
Question.
Mhm.
Would I notice the guy is sipping tea?
Oh yeah, he's visibly there. He's just hard to see in
Okay,
general.
cool.
It's like that
Yeah.
angle. It's like that angle, like the sun coming down almost. Like you can see there's a figure there,
Oh, I see.
but
I see.
like you can't see specifically any details on them.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Snorri will eventually approach the figure. She wanders
To
around the
approach them,
festival
you would
and
have to climb up a little bit of the mountain.
yeah. Let me get there. Let me
Okay.
get there. So Snorri is amazed by all the kind of tumult on the festival because she has never experienced such a thing. Her usual kind of fests she attends to were mostly parties after successful raids, and those were filled with meat and whatever kind of good stuff they found, especially after the Masin raid. But eventually, she does seek solitude. Oh.
Just keep going. You're good.
No.
No. She eventually does seek solitude and tries to find a spot away from the crowd, and climbs up a bit of a mountain to do so.
Where are you
And-
going? Wait for Zutark.
I have never met so many people before in one space.
Oh.
This is even more than all of our tribes mixed together in Freyod. From those I know. Anyway, she climbs up this mountain and sits down on the ledge before noticing that she is not alone there. So she kind of looks straight up to the figure standing there, watching them. Totally not being weird or anything.
Nice one.
So, you're pretty much like just not like sneaking. You're just trying to casually approach.
No, she noticed how weird this might seem, so she like clears her throat, and it is the tea good here. I haven't tried actually the tea. You see, I don't think I ever had tea.
You
She's not a
get
people
no
person.
response. Not a single bit of response.
That's fair. That's fair.
Though now that you're a bit closer, you can see whoever this person is. They seem to be in a full blackened uniform. Somewhat blackened. It's like it's a mix between like black and purple.
Black and purple.
Like a very, very dark purple.
Uh,
Or maybe empty.
she claps her hands together and nods along. Yeah, I wouldn't also talk to strangers. I mean, who does that actually? Um, are you from here?
Den Sprung nicht danach.
Stranger.
You still just get no response.
Okay, cool. You see, why am I even doing this? Being here in the first lands really softens me up. Anyway, my name is Nori. Nice to meet you. My father told me to at least be welcoming. I am from the Freyjord. And then she just looks down, trying to spot Zutark again.
Can
Still
you
sitting
give
on the
me
edge.
a hand? This is harder than it looks.
Have you never climbed in your life before?
Not this kind of mountain.
You get that of the
What's up
words.
there? What do you see?
You get that of the words, somewhat softly spoken, but not like they're soft spoken yet seem still very firm. As you hear, uh, as you hear, have you come with, have you come with a purpose, or is your will just here to meet with that and talk with strangers?
I mean, my purpose here on the lands is to get rid of whatever taints my hands. And she kind of lifts her arm up, showing off her purple-tinted fingertips.
Not even taking like a look over either. Afflicted by that of darker means. Very familiar. As he takes another sip.
Wait. So you're trying to tell me you are familiar, at least, with this kind of blight?
Why, of course. It's the type of blight we have to take care of every day. At least as that of the Eye of Twilight. As standing up, you will see that of more formally, like basically not like out of the shadows, but more formally frontal. Now basically showing that of a more darker purple outfit, showing that of almost like a ninja like set of clothing. And I only say ninja like set because it's very obvious comparative to what other people would be wearing, especially around Ionia. This is definitely a little bit more off towards that, as I said before, as proceeding to look over at you and says, "For you, there's many things left for you to fix of your own affliction. The path of your destiny will stay unclear. But you will soon find out you are destined for greater things than one. Your connection is pure and true, but not yet time. Even that of the ice that tries to take over your mind still has yet to gain its full potential." And as with that, Zutark essentially makes it up to the top as you see Zutark. And as Zutark is basically up there at that point in time, you look back over to this person, the person that has called themselves the Eye in Twilight, and they are gone.
Well, what did you find up here? It's completely empty.
There was a strange kind of person calling himself the Eye of Twilight.
What is that
And,
supposed to mean?
I have no idea, my friend.
What's a twilight?
The twilight is the time between day and night. So like
That
in
sounds
between light and
dumb.
dark.
Why? There's only day and no night. What do you mean there's an in between? This hurts Zutark's brain.
It's alright, friend. It's alright. But those Ionians kind of just speak plain words. Not everything has to be a riddle.
I don't like riddles.
Never do I.
I always get confused about what the answer is.
Anyways, whilst you're here at the weapons, the very last thing you could do, if there is a weapon you want to become proficient with that you aren't already proficient in, you may gain that of one free weapon proficiency, and that will end that of the weapons here.
Ooh.
Yay! You can be my club buddy.
Will
Oh,
Zutark
you can
learn
be
how to
my
use
bow
a
buddy.
bow?
Yay! Friendship.
Man, this is fun.
Completely out of here. Anyways, monks, here. So Corey isn't here, but I'll tell him later. As this one's very simple. You proceed to exercise with that of the monks, Melis. Whether it's because it interests you or just because it was something to do. And because of that, you putting in that physical labor, you will gain +1 physical stat that you can put again in one of your physical stats. So strength, con, or dex.
Okay.
Wait, I spaced out. I'm sorry.
That's because he was over at the monks. He's exercising with the monks, so he got +1 stat.
Ooh, nice.
So yeah. And then over next would be bonding, spirit bondings. Going up to that of the spirit bonding, you both Zutark and Zutark and Snorri, you guys proceeding up to what it seems to be like that of altars and shrines and pretty much like different shrines you could potentially try to pray to. It's kind of your choice in this manner. Is there a specific type of shrine shrine maiden or anything of the sorts that you guys would like to potentially try to pray for, or are you just here to sightsee, or what else would you be here for?
I think Snorri would try to find out which of the shrines would probably correspond the best to her at, like her way of thinking, which means something strength related, like the shrine of a warring spirit, or you know.
Give me a second here. I actually have something here. Okay. What type of spirit would interest you?
A warrior type of spirit.
Mehr kenne ich doch.
Type. All right. Zutark.
I will see about trying to connect with a beastly spirit. Surely there's a one that's connects with the animals.
That would be okay. Okay. So, Snorri,
Hmm?
you have basically found that of the spirit of the brothers, spirits of heroism, reflection, respectivity, uh, basically bound by that of tragic past. In other words, saying the spirit that you have essentially found and have gotten to that of a kind of more connection with. So, not when I say found, I mean you look kind of through that of the different um shrines, even potentially even like try to pray to as you proceed to see that of the brothers and give, whether it be that of a token of appreciation or just trying to ask maybe a question in some shape, way, or form. But in doing so, uh you will proceed to feel some type of kind of connection going towards that of the spirits. Feel free to give me an arcana check.
Arcana check. Sure.
Mhm.
God damn it.
Seeing that of this spirit, you feel as you reach out that of your hand as if it tries to connect to you, as you feel an almost weird kind of call. The call kind of starts to hurt you as you pull back, as you feel like your head starts to kind of swell and burst with an intense amount of like cold that is so cold that it feels like it's on fire, as you feel like as if you were rejected not by the spirit itself but by something within you.
Else. What's this? I thought communing with spirit was peaceful, not painful. And she basically just rubs her head, trying to get rid of this burning sensation. Oh, freezing?
Yeah.
Both.
Um,
Both is good.
for you, Zutark, I will also need an Arcana check, but you will find that of a basically that of a spirit of nature. Uh, in looking into that of the spirit of nature, you will see it's definitely that of animalistic, but one maybe not proceeding to be more of the fierce animal that you're trying to find out or trying to get any type of connection with. This spirit feels more in the terms of a spirit that looks for that of freedom, both in nature, wilderness, life, and loves the idea of being untamed in that aspect. Uh, but for that of the Arcana check. You will feel a small bit of a connection happen though, as if you feel yourself a kind of almost weird delighted joy in freedom. Whether that means something to you right now or not, who knows? But do know that you can write down somewhere that you have a connection with that of the spirit of nature.
Okay.
Whatever that may mean, who knows? Last and not least, though, we're gonna finish this off with commune. Mostly kind of left. That's why. Mostly kind of left with that of you guys here. You proceed over to and basically like an area with a lot of people gathering, where a lot of people are basically praying, giving that of offerings up to that of people of the past. And overall, it seems like a forest that you're kind of like can just go into and potentially talk with that of other people. And if you talk with anybody, they basically tell you this is a place where you can potentially, so it doesn't always happen, which is why it's again sometimes like a once in a lifetime opportunity, but where you could potentially talk with someone in the past that would want to talk with you.
Cool.
And whether it works or not,
Nice shots, easy shots.
it depends. In either case, if there's anybody in specific that you guys would want to potentially commune with, feel free to let me know.
Okay.
Nah, I can't do that. I could. Hmm. Do you want to go first, Gray?
Sure. Hmm. So I basically just have to like think of like a person who's dead right now and try to form a connection to them.
Yes.
Alright. I will try to see if I can connect with the spirit of one great sand troll warrior. Why not?
Give give me either an Arcana or History check.
Oh god, knowledge based.
A warrior appears in front of you, and it is the mighty Poo Poo. Yes, I said it. It's the mighty Poo Poo. He is that of a bigger like sand troll, one that has been known for his great battles on the lands. The mighty Poo Poo has never been defeated in quite a long time, as death is one of the only things that take him. As he looks towards you, Zutark, and he just shakes his head in that of what you would know to be troll disappointment, and then leaves.
No, mighty poo poo. What have I done?
Well, you didn't remember your ancestors hard enough.
Well, he did die like 500 years ago.
Since Snorri actually has still both of her parents, those are not possible options.
You can speak to grandma.
I'm not sure if she would know their grandparents. She definitely wouldn't talk to Kalkia or Hetyan because she didn't like those two war mothers. But there is something going on in the Freyjord. So, as foolish as it might be, she tries to see what Cyrilda might be up to if she's there. Nah, I'm just kidding. It's just someone from the White Claws.
Oh, I don't.
Not Cyrilda, I mean the tribe. Just if she can find one of some older war mothers seeking out there.
Trying to commune with that of a
Wisdom.
previous war mother, one of your tribe or of a different tribe?
With one of my tribe, please.
Give me.
Actually,
Oh,
Granna would be an awesome option. Yeah, actually, I'm taking Granna.
I gotta go see if I can find a picture of them again.
Take that off.
Okay. Give me an Arcana or a History check.
Okay, let's see which. I am going to commit various crimes.
I'm going to commit various war crimes.
Thank you.
You
Yeah.
will see that of a shape start to appear before you, that of spirits coming together, forming that of what you see, that of Grenna, who appears to be slightly a bit confused as she kind of looks at the shape and form that she's kind of been put in, looks over at you, and she's very confused and proceeds to like uh she doesn't give you like she doesn't like kind of she doesn't like look at you and then become quickly disappointed. She looks at you, become very confused, and then she just starts to like run off and wander off until she is pretty much disappeared, as she probably was going to go and essentially thinking she was alive try to go and do something, and unfortunately did not realize the situation she was in.
The spirit stuff is way harder than father told me. And he wanted to make me meditate here. Nah. This is all weird.
The only thing I can say is, whilst you've been here, your magic has not felt like it's been like out of control by any means or anything of the sort. Like it's a really high density, uh, 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 just like where you came from. It's just a different type of high density, uh, field of magic is what it kind of feels like, just overall, in that of Ionia. But with that being said, you guys have definitely completed that of the festival map here. Basically a week to 2 weeks will go by as you guys have been doing all that stuff.
Dass sie nicht gefahren ist oder einfach nur nicht in den
And
Prozess ist.
you lot have been pretty much sent off to be like, if you want to join that of the invitation that you guys have been given, then they would have to pretty much then you all would have to go off, kind of like not like a super secret passage, but one that where you would have to go off into one of the bars of the city of Kianvi, go down an area, and then you would have to pretty much go down a small like riverway. So it's a tiny bit of travel, but essentially going down into the depths into there, you will meet one individual in specific. that at what seems to be like the almost not gate specifically, but like the front entrance of this place. And I am giving it very shabby explanations because I'm pretty much planning to end it here before I go any further, as we are technically missing 2 people at the moment. But you guys will see that of Ava's definitely easy to tell Vestayan, but one with that of red eyes that don't seem to be specifically looking at you, but one with that of I believe that's 4 arms, that of 4 arms on this kind of creature, holding out one hand to you, one looking in the book, writing in a book, and proceeding to say, "Invitation and pay the tax." And from there, I think I will just basically fully end it, as I will tell you right here and now. You guys have gotten in, will be getting into that of the special area from that of the special invitation you guys have received.
Nice.
Nice.
And next time we'll see exactly where that might be. As well as we'll also re-go over a couple of small things, such as potentially that of the item that you guys would receive from that of Byron. As time would have passed, you guys would have gotten it, but obviously I didn't make it in like 2 seconds.
Yeah, I got you.
So you guys
What?
will get that of the item, and you guys will have that of
Yeah.
your level to level 8. And we'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.